Who are your top 5 all time from now to when you were little that you loved watching? Because this is a different list. I can go first. Dwayne Wade's my number 1. When I was growing up, watching him on the Miami Heat was like a religious experience for me. I literally couldn't miss a game. Rajon Rondo on the Celtics when he was like a rookie when they made that championship run. Another one where I could not miss a game. Like the ferocity and tenacity he played defense, the way he passed the ball, I had to watch every game. Allen Iverson when he was on the Nuggets, because obviously we weren't old enough to watch him on the Sixers. Allen Iverson is the reason why I played basketball. The ball handling was incredible, dude. Like you can't beat it. 4 was Vince Carter on the Nets. Oh my God, dude. That was we had the reason why my first ever basketball game was a New Jersey Nets game in the Meadowlands, and they were playing the Atlanta Hawks when they had Josh Childress and all those guys. And it was Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson, Jason Kidd. I just remember watching Vince Carter as a little kid just being like, I need his jersey. It's like the first jersey I ever bought. I was like, I need that guy's jersey. And then my 5th is going to be...
Is this just basketball?
Yeah. My 5th is going to be someone that you're all too familiar with. Probably going to be your number 1, but Russell Westbrook on the Thunder. Like prime Westbrook was literally like a spectacle. It was a spectacle.
No, I mean that's a respectable list. Love those guys. I have interesting lists. I have a very interesting one, but it starts with the 2 guys who made me love the sport of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put them both as my 1 for the sake of for the list. Durant and Westbrook.
Okay,
they're the reason I fell in love with the NBA. Ton of family in Oklahoma, and this team had very little to nothing going for them, and they kind of brought the nucleus of Oklahoma sports, alive, and made that a franchise. So I was at their first ever game in 2008, sitting courtside, which is super cool.
That's sick.
So those 2. Dirk, definitely on that.
Oh, Dirk was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Unreal. You mentioned Ray Allen. Ray Allen was unbelievable to watch, especially during the postseason. So clutch. Super random name that you're going to be like, oh, Zach Randolph.
Oh, on the Grizzlies, dude. What was his nickname? It was like Uncle Zach or something like that.
Wasn't it like Bezo or like?
Oh yeah, it was something like that, dude.
Dude,
man, can you look up Zach Randolph's nickname?
Fuck, what was it?
It was so good though.
Loved him.
He was a goat on the Grizzlies, bro, with OJ Mayo.
Yeah, him and
Zebo.
Zebo. That was it, Zebo.
I put Dirk on there because when the Thunder were in their prime, bro, he was like the kryptonite. He would always fuck us up in the playoffs. Durant just could never get past him, and then he went on to win his first chip, with Dallas, which was awesome to watch.
People forget the teams that Dirk went through to win championships, bro. Like he beat LeBron and Wade.
Yeah.
Like he beat the best Spurs teams put together. Like he beat teams that like you'd look at now and be like, how did he beat those teams with Jerry Stackhouse and Jason Terry?
For real. And then 2 that I kind of want to put together. Tim Duncan, actually. I thought just played basketball the way it should.
The right way.
And everybody else around him. And it made everyone else around him better. Even though this one's more recent, but I just have so much respect for Kawhi. The way that he started out so young on the Spurs with that team, with Tim and Tony Parker and Manu, and then be able to take that, win a ring, and then go do it himself in Toronto.
Yeah.
And he's just, his work ethic, his mentality reminds me a lot of Kobe. And he's just a lunch pail guy. That's a definition.
Lunch pail guy.
He still drives his fucking like Subaru from like early 2000s. Like I just respect the shit out of him.
It's a shame he's been hurt so much because it's one of those guys you miss watching.
Yeah,
Sure. I think Kobe's up there too for me. Like watching Kobe. Obviously, it's just incredible.
Like,
yeah,
Kobe's 100%.
Yeah, no,
a couple you guys missed were. It might have been a little too early for you guys, but the Detroit Pistons team, the Ben Wallace,
yeah,
Rick
like Chauncey
Hamilton,
Billups. I wasn't a fan of them though.
Yeah, I was too young to really appreciate. I've spent a lot of time learning and watching and Bad Boys documentaries and shit.
I wasn't a fan of that team though because I was a Nets fan.
That's fair.
So we
also
had
the
to-
Celtics team:
so we
Paul
had to
Pierce, Ray
battle.
Allen, KG, and then the Suns team: Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire,
Steve
Sean
Nash.
Marion.
Nash, what a shout! You know who I loved on that Suns team? Raja Bell. I don't know if you remember that guy.
I
dude.
don't remember that guy.
Bucket, like an actual bucket.
Beast?
Yeah, dude, such a beast. That era of the NBA was so much fun.
Oh,
man.
Shaq
Dude.
too.
Shaq.
Oh,
of
Shaq,
course.
yeah. Dwight Howard on the Magic.
Dwight
Whew.
Prime, dude, I swear that era of the NBA, I miss the fuck out of it. I don't
Do you
know.
think? Oh no, go ahead.
I just don't know what's different about it or like what changed, but like that, all those guys we just named, just like reminds me of the excitement I had like when I would get home from school to like watch that shit, and that was before I fucking gambled.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't even care about the money. I just I was passionate about the game, and
For
I
the
didn't
love
even
of the
play
game.
basketball.
Yeah.
You know,
I was a basketball kid growing up, so I would watch every game. I used to love the NBA, dude. It used to be NBA then college for me, and then as I got older, I was like, I hate the NBA now. Like, just let me watch some college sports.
Yeah.
Like they just love it more. But dude, I don't know what happened to that. Like, what has happened to the NBA, bro? We've talked about it like a couple episodes in a row now, but it's just disappointing because once you start reminiscing, you're like, shit.
I know.
Like the kids that are growing up now watching like this NBA, you're like, dude, you have no idea like
Yeah.
what was great NBA. Like
And-
Derrick Rose on the Bulls. Oh my god!
Goated.
Like there will never be another Derrick Rose on the Bulls.
Yeah, I remember the day I was at school when we got the notification that his injury was like a torn ACL. We were all just so bummed.
So bummed, dude.
And like no one around me was a fucking Bulls fan. We just loved Derrick Rose.
You'd be with all your boys like he's
Yeah.
out for the season.
Yeah, it's just absolute tragic.
Let me get that chocolate milk. So tragic, bro. Fuck. I miss that NBA, dude. I miss that NBA so much.
So much.
We used to have New Jersey Nets season tickets, so I'd go to all the games. I'd go early and try to get everyone's autograph. I had Derrick Rose's autograph.
Yo, speaking of the Nets, how weird was that tweet that I sent you?
So weird.
This hockey guy on Twitter tweeted exactly word for word what Mikey said on the last podcast.
Yeah, that was so odd.
And I doubt he saw.
He might have. The clip went viral on TikTok.
Did it?
Yeah.
It was just like I was on Twitter, I saw that, and I like looked at the name of the tweet, and it wasn't Mikey, and I was just like, what the fuck?
That was the weirdest shit ever. You sent me that, and I was like, "Wha-
Yeah, he basically just said like, as a huge sports fan that doesn't have a favorite NBA team, quote, because the Nets left New Jersey, tell me why I shouldn't become a Mavs fan. Straight out of Mikey's mouth.
shit."
Shout out Top Cheddar Picks, dude's a homie. I'm sure he wasn't fucking copying.
No, but that was just so odd to see. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I guess it might be starting a wave a little bit here.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but you just look like a Mavs fan.
Dude, the reason why the clip went viral is because when everyone got to the end, that was 90% of the comments.
Really?
Like, yo, Trent has me weak, Trent has me weak, Trent has me weak.
No
In
way.
quotes, you look like a Mavs fan. But it didn't get to like unfortunately the clip cut before you got like my reaction, so it wasn't like, what do you mean by that? Like it literally just like me saying it and then it cuts you and you're like, you look like a Mavs fan. And then it just cut and everyone was like, yo, what the fuck? But that's like why I kind of went viral. No, I'm excited for my Mavs fandom. Of course, Luka gets hurt the first game that I'm just like watching to watch. Like I wasn't even like invested in it.
No, you should be excited to be a Mavs fan. They have an exciting future, and I'm excited to be a Thunder fan. I'm really, really pumped.
We may have some battles in the future.
Oh yeah, I'm really pumped. Like it was great being a Thunder fan growing up because we were at the 1 seed every year, which was crazy considering to start out as a franchise. We were the worst team in the NBA. It wasn't even close. But now I feel like the Thunder, what they're doing right now, is like a legitimate rebuild and what a rebuild is supposed to look
Yeah,
like.
you build through the draft.
And Sam Presti, the GM, is fucking goated. He drafted Durant, Harden, Westbrook.
People forget you have Chet Holmgren too.
Yeah, Jesus, I forget.
Mhm.
But no, what we're doing is super exciting, and we're somehow competing, in most of our games that we're playing.
Because they also made a trade for the most undervalued player in his draft for Shea on the Clippers, bro. That was like the best trade they've ever made.
That was probably the best.
When they
trade.
got him, I was like, they just fleeced the
Yeah.
Clippers. Like the Clippers got Paul George, but I was like, the fact that they just got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander from the Clippers this young and picks is absurd.
I was so hyped, bro. I already liked SGA when he was on the Clippers.
Dude, because he was a bucket on the
I
Clippers
know,
getting
he
like
was so
15
young.
minutes, bro.
He was so young,
So good, bro.
and
Oh my
now he's a
God.
fucking all-star. Let's fucking.
And
go.
luckily he got to learn from Chris Paul and that like playoff run, so he got to see what a deep playoff run kind of looks like. Like you guys are set, bro. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah, if the Clippers don't win the next 3, years, like they're gonna look back at that trade and be like, "Fuck."
Yeah, dude, they
I
dismantled
feel like
the
they
horse.
already are kind of a little bit.
Yeah,
but
for sure,
they
because
still
no
have
one's
time.
healthy.
They still have time.
Yeah.